like my 4 values is wisdom. I want to be able to have a deep understanding and knowledge of practical philosophy to how to live a well-lived life. 2 is health. I want to be able to look, feel, and perform at an exceptional world-class level every single day. 3 is wealth. I want to be able to have the wealth for me that provides the life for myself and my family and my community. And 4 is going to be love. I want to be in loving relationships with my family and my friends. That's it. Like that's all 4 of it. And so for me, it's interesting because I can design my life around that really easily. I can have the practices, I can have the routines, the rituals, all of that stuff of what I do, because it goes around these 4 values very simply. So therefore I don't feel like there's huge distraction because I can palm off the other things because I know immediately, well, that's just not what I'm truly interested in, because I want mastering these 4 things. That's it. Mastering these 4 things that I keep going through. How that looks today.
So let me just interrupt there, because I think this is very poignant. So oftentimes my clientele, listeners of the podcast, they're women who are running businesses. They have kids, they have partnerships, they have husbands, wives, all the things. And they want to have great health. They want to have great practical wisdom. They want to have great wealth, and they want to have great relationships. And yet the way you speak about that makes it sound super easy. Like, if I just acknowledge my values, it will be easy. And that is not, those are not the conversations I have. The conversations I have are, I'm torn between being there for my kids and like my health and getting a good workout in and my business. And I can't do anything well. It's not mastery. It feels like juggling balls and you're dropping them all the time. And 2 questions here. Do you think this is a male female thing? Just how women approach responsibility and boundaries of time and commitment? Or do you think that this is how you have approached? And then if it's how you have approached, then please share, because that would be a huge value to our listeners. That how have you shown up as a father and a husband and run a multi-million-dollar business and been in peak, performance, all of that?
Yeah, like I get this a lot. And the beginning of this, the foundation that I wanted to live my life with less compromises. So for me, it was very much the case of, like, we all see the stories of someone, makes heaps of money, but then their relationships are terrible, or they climb the ladder of success, but then they look crap, they feel crap, they die early, like all of these things. I was just like, no, I'm not subscribing to that belief. I'm not subscribing to that belief at all. I want less compromises. And so for me, I want to be in fantastic physical shape. I want to be able to be acutely, with my mental faculty, dialed in. I want to be able to rock up as a father to my 4 daughters and be the best possible dad that I can be for them. I want to be loving. I want to be compassionate. I want to be joyful. For my wife, we've nearly been married for 11 years now. Do you know what I mean? I want to be the best possible man that is able to be the king for her, that best is able to serve her on a day-to-day level. So for me, it comes to accepting where the chapter is. And I think where you said, like, is it a man thing? Is it a woman thing? Like, how does this look? So our youngest daughter, Noah, she's 8 months old, and I could see, and so with Lauren and I in the conversations that we have, like, I could see my wife, Lauren, go through the process now, because we've done it 4 times. I've been able to see the process. She also had a miscarriage in the middle there as well. She's had 5 pregnancies. And so there was a acceptance from her level of, okay, I now have a newborn, and we have 3 other children. So when Noah was born, I then was like, hey, I'm going to take care of the eldest 3. I was like, I've got the big 3, you've got the little one. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just be in your bubble, you go through this process, and it's understanding like what happened. So for her, like, business stuff really went to the wayside. Is she going to the gym and all that stuff as often as she was like before? No, but it was like it's changing of it. So it's accepting what can I actually be doing, and then understanding how are you showing up. So for a very practical way in which I do this myself, I literally rank myself and set an intention every single day. So I journal in the morning, and through the 6 areas of my life, as a father, as a husband, as a friend, as an entrepreneur, as my happiness, and as my health. These 6 areas, I will literally set an intention at the start of the day for how I want to show up. And my question for it is, today will be a win when ... And then I answer.
That's so good.
Yeah. So it's like for the 6 sections. At the end of the day, I look at it and I go, did I show up? And did I do what I intended to do for the day? And then I'll actually rank myself like 1 out of 10. Can't use a 7 because a 7 is a cop-out number. But 1 out of 10, I'll rank myself for the actual day. And my intention is I want 9s and 10s. I want on a day-to-day level to be 9s and 10s. And if I see an 8, I'm like, oh, damn.
How do you rank yourself? So this is super awesome. But we have to have a level of honesty and transparency with ourselves. How do you self-define what a 9 or 10 is versus an 8? What's the differentiating factor there?
So this is a great question, because this goes to what I call self-parenting, and which I feel like a lot of people are not able to do very well, because this comes from like really having true awareness and honesty with oneself. And it's a gut feeling at the end of the day. Like, I don't think someone can very much say, this is the clear definition of it. And again, I will ask my wife as well. I was like, how do you think I've been showing up? What would you rank me? Do you know what I mean? And I'll ask those questions from time to time to kind of get a bit of a reality check as well. But for me, it's literally looking from an output scenario. So it's not a result, right? So this is the difference, because what happens in the world and in our life, that is outside of my control. What is in my control are my thought and my actions. That's all I can control. So that's all I'm wanting to rank myself on. So if I can say my intention for my thoughts and actions today are this, then I know at the end of the day, well, did I do that or not? And then I can give myself a number.
Have you ever asked yourself, how do I grow my business without simply working harder? After all, there's only so many hours in the day. Being a smart, driven female entrepreneur doesn't always give us the results we desire. That's why I'm hosting a 3-day virtual event to walk you through exactly how to achieve your goals faster than you ever thought possible. The Unstoppable Woman Summit is designed to help you break through the invisible barriers of success and scale. This November, in just 3 days, I'm going to be giving you the exact roadmap that you need to dramatically increase your income without the burnout. Podcast listeners can save big by visiting theunstoppablewoman.com/breakthrough. This saves you $500 during our early bird pricing. You better hurry while the offer is still available. Bye for now, and see you at the summit.